Biology Part 77. These conditions and many others can be considered as wear and tear diseases which are inevitable in the course of everyday life. Their progress can sometimes be slowed by exercise and proper attention to diet, but they cannot be halted altogether. It must be emphasized that many diseases do not have a single cause but arise from a combination of factors. An autoimmune disease, for example, can be triggered off by various virus infection, while the dietary excess of the cholesterol or genetic factors may hasten the development of the atherosclerosis. The remainder of this unit discusses all the body's defense mechanism against diseases. The mechanism consists of a series of external barriers which prevent the entry of microorganisms, and the sophisticated internal immune system which disposes of the worn-out damaged body cells and helps to protect against the cancer as well as against infection by parasites of all kinds. First lines of defense. Bacteria and viruses are among the most important human parasites. They are transmitted from the host to another via the digestive, respiratory, and reproductive systems, or sometimes directly across the skin. Each of these regions has a number of important protective mechanisms to prevent or reduce the entry of microorganisms. Together, these mechanisms can constitute the body's first lines of defense. As summarized in our figure, the digestive system is protected from the parasites transmitted in food and water by the enzyme and lysozyme, which is present in saliva, and lysozyme attacks the polysaccharide carbohydrates of the bacterial cell walls and kills the cells by causing them to split open. At the same time, the bacteria and other potential pathogens become trapped in the mucus and mixed in with food materials, which are then swallowed and enter the stomach. Only the most resistant pathogens can survive the powerful proteolytes enzymes and highly acid conditions of the stomach. The cholera, typhoid, and food poisoning provide examples of bacterial diseases transmitted in food and water. Also transmitted in this way is the amoebic dysentery caused by the protozoan Anemodon Hystra. Microorganisms which affect the digestive system include human tapeworm, Tonia solium, described in our other tutorial. Most digestive infection can be treated successfully using drugs. The respiratory system is rather vulnerable to attack. Many different bacteria and viruses can tolerate drying out and are small enough and light enough to be carried around the air currents. Characteristically, they are transmitted by droplet infection from one person to another, and coughs and sneezes spread diseases. To counteract these organisms, the trachea bronchi and the bronchioles have ciliated epitheliums and containing numerous globulate cells which produce mucus, and the dirt particles and the germs become trapped in the sticky mucus, and though the beating action of the cilia are moved along a rate of 1 to 3 centimeter per hour, and when it reaches the back of the pharynx, the mucus is swallowed and exposing the trapped organism to the acid and enzymes of the stomach. During an infection, of quantity of mucus increases in its upward flow. The accelerated coughing and sneezing can play the role there.